test. So thank you, Norman. This is so bad. I think maybe we should do it all over again. Are we still streaming? Test, guys. Are we still? You can hear me. Okay. So the streaming continued. I'm so stupid. How can I do a show without getting everything ready? Actually, I did prepare, but somehow the OBS, shit. This is so bad. Okay. I somehow the when I restart OBS, it crashed and the audio didn't come on. Is my audio like okay, or is it like go over? Like I'm seeing red here. Does it sound normal? So I think let me restart over again then. Let's see if this is better. Check, check, check. It sounds normal to me. Normal. Great. Thank you, guys. So yeah, this is too bad. Sorry, guys. So we wasted 10 minutes. Oh, God. So let's start all over again. So well, I guess you guys already know. So today we're gonna draw this thing, truncet tile using JavaScript and SVG. And this is pretty simple. You just draw a square, and on a square you have these arcs, a quarter of a circular arc, and when you orient them in different way, you get this pattern. And we're gonna use JavaScript and SVG to draw it. But I haven't coded JavaScript and SVG. I coded this like 20 years ago, but I haven't done so. And I haven't been coding JavaScript in past month, so I hope it'll work out. It might take an hour. And if you guys have any questions, comments, opinions, or just type it. I love to see them. And if I'm stuck, you have suggestions, let me know. By the way, do you guys code JavaScript, Informatic, and Norman? Let's see how many people are watching. 4. Okay. Yeah, sorry about the earlier audio screw up. So basically, I just created this page, truncet tile refresh. So I just created this page, this empty JavaScript. Whoops. Wait, close, reopen, open. What? ID. Yeah, I don't need that ID. So I just created this empty JavaScript page. So let's start drawing it then. Okay, so first of all, I need to create this arc. So I'm going to use my reference for my JavaScript talk over here. JavaScript in depth SVG tutorial. So I need to use SVG. Now let's look at how do we draw a arc. So here's a circle, and we are not going to use any libraries or framework. Everything is just raw JavaScript. Copy paste. I'm doing only a little JavaScript, small web pages. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna do this. So first of all, we need to draw an arc. And how do we do that? So a circle is this wait, I thought there is I thought you can specify a degree of a circle so that it only draw an arc. Now, if we can use the circle primitive, I mean SVG is just XML like this. This is basically it. Now, if we can use the circle primitive to draw just an arc, that would be great. Because otherwise, then we have to draw. Otherwise, it's more complex. We have to draw. I'm pretty sure the circle primitive has like a degree option. Yeah, so wait, so what's going on? Svg Basic Shapes, let's go to the reference. The circle element, magnify. So the options are, okay, there is no degree, that's right. So my tutorial is actually correct. There is no degree to allow you to draw just an arc. That's too bad. But I'm pretty sure you can do that with, I think, path elliptical arc. Yeah, but this is more complicated. Okay, I hate this. I hate it whenever I have to like stop and think about how to do that. Then my video the flow stops. So okay, so the job now is to draw an arc. Now, we know for sure that you cannot use the circle element to draw it. Of course, but one option is to use the circle element and draw like 4 squares so that it hides the other parts, only showing the arc part. But I don't think that's a hack. We don't want to do that. Okay, and so our next option is to look for the, let's go to SVG tutorial. The next option is to use the path element. Now the path element is extremely powerful. Basically, the path element can draw any circle or rectangle or anything. They are essentially based on from the path element. However, the path element is fairly complex. The syntax, you see these numbers, it's fairly complex. It's not as simple as a circle where you only say, the center and the radius. Okay, so but let's see path. So path element, and path element can also be used to draw, Bezier curve and cubic curve and so on. Okay, so one of the options is to use path element to draw elliptical arc. Yep, so I think that is basically what we will do. But again, the syntax is fairly complex. So okay, so the syntax is basically you specify a starting point. This is the coordinate 0 to 50. Then you specify a line to there. Then A stand for arc. Okay, so A stand for, basically here is the syntax. A stand for arc, and draw a elliptical arc from current position to xy. Okay, so here is what I think it will work. Okay, let's just try it. This is, so far it's not going too well because we are stuck with this. Let's show. Okay, there it is. And let's see, let's put a style SVG. We want border, okay, border red, and show in browser. Okay, and let's go back to here and And now let's change this 0 to 50. Let's, you know, we are trying to draw an arc first with using XML. So you know, then we are going to use JavaScript to create this arc. So first of all, we are trying to figure out what is the proper syntax. So let's go back. So we have, let's go back to the SVG reference. So basically this is the syntax. So let's see. So draw elliptic arc from the current position to xy. So the current position is line 2, which the current position is this one, and draw 2xy. So xy would be this part. Okay, so the arc syntax takes 3 coordinates, 1 2 3 4 parameters. So yeah, so xy, okay, x and y is the major axis and minor axis. Now for the case of circle, because we want circular arc, so the axis will be the same. The major axis, wait, not there. So the major axis and minor axis will be the same. Let's try it. Let's try to see it. That's good. You see, now we got half a circle, and then we got a rotation axis rotated by degrees. Let's say 30. See what happens. Okay. Yeah, okay, because if it's a circle, then rotation doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how you rotate it, it's the same. Then we need large arc flag, which is something so major and minor axis rotation, rotation and large arc flag, sweep arc flag. So that's large arc flag and sweep arc flag. We don't care. Then to position. Okay, so that is basically whoops. So we want that, but however we do not want my god, this is getting more complex than I thought. Yeah, but we have to push it through though. The ellipse has radius that rotated by that, the large arc, okay, then the large arc flag and sweep arc flag should be 1 or 0. Okay, so let's try 1. No effect. Let's try 1 here. Oh, okay, so it flips. But okay, let's try to begin to draw it the way we want, starting from 0 0. Okay, then let's change it to start from 0 0. Okay, remove the line. Okay, yep, and we basically want an arc like that from here to here. And so starting from So starting from not 0 0, so 0 to 40, okay, 40 to 40 0, y is 40, x is 40, y is 0. So basically we are starting from somewhere here, and we wanted to end up here, so we want to end at, now remove the line, we don't need it, we want to end at 40 0, okay. Oh, that's let's see, flipped it the other way. Yeah, it's gone. But so starting from 40 0, 40 0, which is here, and we want to end up at well, this is pretty bad for 5 people watching. Oh my god. So okay, so there's something is not right. So let's look at how the ellipse is specified. So you got a starting position, you got the end position, and it draws like a ellipse, okay. But what we actually want is like a quarter of it. So we need some kind of a sweep. You know, we need some kind of a sweep that's only 90 degrees sweep, a quarter of it, not half of it. Large arc flag. So let's see what is this large arc flag. They control which section of the ellipse to use. Oh yeah, I kind of see what it means, because you see these other examples where the flags has changed. Yeah, but the question, you see, these are all variations. The question is that you see all of these examples, they show basically 180 degrees sweep. They are like half of an ellipse. Okay, here's the explanation about large arc flag. Now I'm having doubts about. Okay, so how so like right now on my mind the question is, can we specify just a quarter of it? Well, actually I have to think, and so okay, shrink. Let's see, maybe there are other ways to do it. Specify styles, no, I don't think so. Yeah, basal curves. Yeah, I think we are stuck with using this path element to draw an arc. So I have to think about it. So if we draw an arc to here, stopping point, so the stopping point has to be I think we can do it, yes, because look at this example, these two. You see, not those. This example, this one. You see, they are only showing a tiny slice of ellipse. So one way to do it, this is not the best way, but for now, one way to do it is actually just trial and error. This is, if we just do by trial and error, it's probably gonna cost us more time. Let's see, 0, 0 to, for now, let's say 0, 0 to 100, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So let's show it here. And let's say 10, 10. Let's say 90, 90. Okay, let's say 20, 20. Okay, so and flip one, rotation shouldn't matter. Okay, that's correct. And so do we have a SVG expert? SVG, oh my god, you know, when you actually do it, SVG is pretty simple, but when you actually do it, you run into all these sort of details that's hard to do. You know, like what we are doing is really, really simple. There is not all we are doing is just trying to draw these arcs. I mean, there's not much to it. But so we want to draw a quarter arc. So can we actually just draw it up to here and stop? Yes. According to this page, it looks like we can. Major and minor axis, we don't care about that because it's a circle, so the major and minor axis should be the same, right? But however, there is a matter of scale, like, okay, so let's try that. Major axis and minor axis. Okay, and now the rotation should matter. Let's try 30. Okay, now it's more pronounced ellipse. Let's say 20. Let's not go 30. Okay, And now let's rotate it. Let's say 0. Okay, now 0 is no rotation. Let's say 90 degrees. Okay, it actually rotates clockwise because in SVG all degrees are clockwise. You know, it's very annoying because SVG is different from the math tradition. And same thing with CSS. The rotation is all clockwise, and the y-axis goes down, positive. So on the upper left corner is 0, 0. On the lower right is 100, 100. And right now we are doing rotation 90 degrees. 90 degrees. And oh, I got an idea. Let's use a rectangle and make the corners round. That will work. Yes, yes, I think so. That's definitely an element.